Hi. Yo, 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 yo. Um, this one will be a little quick because I got something to work on. But here, I'll wait till everybody's in here. I'll wait because something was announced yesterday that I want to kind of talk about with you guys a little bit. So, how are we today? We are great. It's a great day. I just got to we performed in Cincinnati yesterday. Honestly, I gotta give y'all the update on the show because I like to give you guys the update on how each one went. Yesterday, I was on fire. My voice and the way that I took care of it paid off in a big way yesterday. I wasn't tired at all. I was able to get through every single song no problem. And I was even able to sing probably better than I have been able to on the rest of the tour, which was really, really cool for me to have that confidence to be able to do that. So yesterday was honestly, it was up there. I feel like I'm getting better and better every single time. And also yesterday was announced, I don't know if you guys saw on my Twitter, but Kismis, I forget the radio station name, but Josh Martinez, it's 106.1, I want to say, I don't know. But basically there's a December 17th in Cincinnati, there is going to be a show, and headlining it is Why Don't We? And under that will be me, Spencer Sutherland, and Eben. So we're all gonna have our own sets. I'm gonna be doing the show solo, which I'm really excited for because one, just everyone who's on the lineup is an Ohio boy, so I think it's gonna be sick. In order, I don't know, it's gonna be so cool. So I'm hoping it's you guys come out, you see it. I have my own set for 30 something minutes, so 32 minutes. So I'm gonna be working on some music for y'all to prepare for this. Going out, gonna represent the guys. I think this is a really cool direction that we're taking. I think the fact that you guys are gonna see a lot of stuff like this happen with the band, because I think it's cool that we can we can start to utilize each member and use their strengths and have somebody come out and let's say if Chance was able to open up for I don't know, Harry Styles, let's say. I think that would be sick if we could have opportunities like that where one of the members could go and it's almost I don't know how you would, what's the metaphor? But it's you if one member has that aura, that presence about them, they can go and do different shows, and then all those fans that mess with that member, they're oh, he's in a group, oh, I want to check out his group, oh, I want to see this and this. That's the sickest part about us that I love to tell people about, because we get to you get to see so many different sides, so many different elements of music just in one group, and it's different for each one of us. So on December 17th, you're gonna see me doing my thing for 30 minutes, my own rap set. I'm gonna be playing violin. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I need music. I need to make some music. I'm obviously gonna include some of the In Real Life songs, some of the verses, some of y'all's favorites. So let me know what you think I should do as far as the In Real Life stuff. How I'm thinking tattoo. Thinking I gotta throw a tattoo in there. Figure out a cool way to do that. That'll be cool, man. That'll feel so weird, I feel like, but it'll be cool. I'm so excited. So yeah, if you're in the Cincinnati area or Midwest, even if you're not, you want to just like come out to it's a holiday show, so I mean, I'm gonna bring like my family will probably be there and my friends, so and like I'm really excited for it. So yeah, I can't believe it. Like I don't know. I one of the things that excites me the most about it is the fact that, I do have, a deadline of some sort that I have to get all this music together. So it's almost like the universe is telling me like, okay, now it's time for you to start working on some stuff. And I know that after tour, I just want to go straight to the studio and really figure out just like let it all out, and make as much music as I can to try to build my artistry. So, fuck, man, I can't believe this. Like, this is crazy. It means a lot to me that I would receive an opportunity like this. And, especially like, like the Why Don't We guys, they've always been super cool to us and super cool to me. So, getting to do a show with them is just, it's a cool full circle moment. And Spencer, obviously, you guys know the history there, and Eben. It'll be just dope. It'll be such a vibe. So, I mean, come see us for some dope music and just a good time, man. I'm so honored to be a part of that. Speaking of things that I'm honored to be a part of, the Entertainment Tonight segment with James Maslow, Jay from Day 6, Jeff from 98 Degrees, and Omarion from B2K. That segment is out on Entertainment Tonight. I don't know if it's on YouTube, but you could probably find it, I think. Don't quote me, but that was really fun to do. I want to talk about that for a second, because that was pretty crazy to be a part of it. And I want to thank the people at Entertainment Tonight and Chance Perez for helping out with the assist with that one, because that was really cool to be a part of. And there was definitely some moments where I felt like, oh, like, do I, like, all these guys, they're boy band veterans, like they've been through it, and they're, like Jay is in the K-pop world just killing it, and I feel like everyone else has such a history and knowledge of it. So it was really cool for me personally to sit there and hear what they had to say about, like what it really means to be a part of a group, and like all the highs and lows that come with it, and all the lessons that you learn. And I just thought that was just such a cool experience for me. So yeah, I want to thank Entertainment Tonight a lot for that opportunity, because that was really cool. I know there were definitely moments where I was like, damn, do I even have I even earned the right to be here yet? But I think, the universe put me there for a reason, because I had to soak in that knowledge and I had to hear their stories. Man, that was so cool. And I'm sure, I can't wait to look back on that interview, in however many years, be like, damn, they had me on there before everything changed. It's crazy. Really, really cool. Go international. They were really interested in what you had to say too. Yeah, it was cool. They showed me mad love. I'm gonna look at your comments. You gonna perform with Why Don't We? Not with, but I'm on the same bill as them. So I think it's Eben, me, Spencer, Why Don't We? I think that's how it goes. Do eyes closed verse. You probably won't get that one, not gonna lie. You want to see Killed? Thank you. Bay Area show tomorrow. Yo, I've been looking forward to this show for so long, for so many reasons, but one of the main ones is that we've gone to the Bay Area so many times and stayed in Serge's house, and we did the summer what was it, Summer in the City? Is that what it's called? Summer in the City show with Why Don't We, pretty much, and Madison Beer. But like that was the only show we for real had in the Bay, and so like this, like on this tour, this is the first time we get to come to the Bay and have a show of our own, headlining, and it's like it's crazy. Like we've gone to the Bay and we've literally tweeted, Serge and I, like, yo, meet us at the mall, and we have like all you guys come out to come meet us, and we still haven't done a show there, but it's good. Like all that changes tomorrow, so I'm so excited for that one. I know Serge is probably more excited than me, but I'm also so excited for him because I know that his family's gonna be there, and it'll just be sick. Oh yeah, speaking of bees, guys, even though we weren't speaking of them, I have this idea for a tattoo, right? Because the only thing I really fear, I've ever had a real genuine fear of, is bees. And I don't know what it is about bees, but I've never been stung by one, so I don't know what it's like. And there's some pretty scary looking creatures, so if I ever see a bee, I freak out. And I had this idea of my next tattoo that I wanted to get a bee somewhere, to represent, like your fears are always living inside you. So it'd be like a bee, like either right here or wherever, just kind of walking around, almost as if it's like landed on my arm. And I think that I can unlock that tattoo. See, I look at tattoos like achievements. Like when I get this, it's like I conquer something. When I get this, it's like I conquer something, within myself. So if I'm able to face a fear, I can get the tattoo. So I think that in order to get this tattoo, I have to be stung by a bee, because I've never been stung before. So we'll see what happens. Also, shout out to whoever gave me this bracelet. This one, this is one of my favorites. It's like, this one's very well made, and it just looks really sick. So thank you. I don't know your name off the top of my head, but I have your letter. I have a lot of letters that I've been stacking, so if I haven't read yours yet, I mean, you wouldn't know if I read it anyways, but if you see me at a show and you're wondering if I read your letter, like, I'm getting to all of them, so I just haven't had too much time. You want to get stung? Yeah, like low key, I do. But I want it to happen. Like I feel like it's gonna be, that's gonna represent like a moment. Like I don't know. It's a very if when I get stung, it'll be a very it'll be a defining moment, if that makes sense. Like I don't know. I think it's just gonna have some funny like story to it or whatever. Don't get a bee to sting you. It's just a bee. Like here's the thing is like I know that it's not gonna be as bad as I think it is. I know it's not gonna feel that bad, but also since bees are like the only thing in my mind that I really can represent as like fear, I want to get like every time I conquer a fear, I can get another, form of a bee. So like a hornet. I want to get one like on my knee, like a big ass gnarly, like hella big wings, like hornet, like right on my knee right here. And that'll be like when I conquer like another fear, not a fear of bees or insects, but like a more, so I don't know. We all have a lot of fears, and I feel like I can use my tattoos or my desire for tattoos to almost push me to, just make those little upgrades in my life. First kiss, first concert, first job. First kiss was in 7th grade. I was a late bloomer. It was at this girl's, it was like outside her apartment complex. And it wasn't good. It wasn't. Maybe that was on my part, maybe that was on hers. It wasn't good, but that's the story. First concert was J. Cole 2015. I saw him with one of my good friends, Spencer, and that was the first show I went to. It was YG, Jeremiah, Big Sean, and J. Cole. So I got to see. This is Big Sean. This is like Dark Sky Paradise. One man can change the world. Big Sean. So he got out there and was performing all those songs that I had been listening to. J. Cole was like absolutely incredible. This is the Forest Hills Drive tour, and that concert came at a very, very important time for me, because that was when I was that was within, that was within the year that I started releasing music, and I think that concert was a test for me to see, like, is this, like, really what you want to do? And after I saw that show, I was like, yeah, like, there's no doubt that this is my destiny and this is what I need to be doing. And ever since then, like, it was do or die. And first job, it was at this restaurant in Ohio called B Spot. So B Spot on Woodmere. It was I was a busboy. I worked there for a couple months. For being in high school, like I made a pretty decent amount of money, and I worked hard at that job. And then my dickhead manager actually fired me because of a dress code violation. My shirt was like long. It wasn't like hella long. It wasn't like these big baggy t-shirts I wear now. It was like, it's just a little long. It covered like my crotch. And he fired me on the spot. So Kevin, fuck you. I still don't like you, Kevin, and none of the employees liked you. You were always mean, and I hope you figure your shit out, and I hope you remember me, and I hope that, yeah, he was a dickhead. I worked so hard for that job. I was always there on time. I would stay after. I would help everybody out. I'd clean the tables hella fast. And the customers loved me. I was nice to everybody. Yeah, fuck you, Kevin. Second job was at this pizza place called Dewey's. You didn't ask for the second job, but I'll give it to you anyway. For that one, I had to memorize the whole entire menu. It's a pizza place, but it also serves like calzones and salads. So I had to know every single ingredient for every one of the, like everything. And I had to write it down, and I got it all right. I got the job. I was in training, and while I was in training, my family went on vacation, but also I had an opportunity with Ray Jr. to shoot something for XXL, and I had work that day, so obviously I took the XXL opportunity over going to work. But since it's a training day, I had to be let go, unfortunately. But Dewey's, I remember the manager, Tony. I gave him one of my first mixtapes, the first CDs. It had 3 songs on it, and he expressed to me how he like listened to it in the car. He's like, man, like this stuff is legit. Like you really have like potential with this. And when he had to let me go, it wasn't like it was like, oh, you're fired. It was like legally he had to fire me. So I don't have any ill feelings towards Tony or any of the other people at that job, because honestly, everyone was pretty cool there, and it was definitely a vibe, and everyone got along. Everyone was really nice and friendly. So yeah, I miss it there, but I don't, because I love what I'm doing now. But like, much respect to them, but fuck you, Kevin, because you're an asshole. I remember I had to call my mom like during the middle of the day. I was like so emotional over it, because like you put like I was 100% their top busboy, and everybody, like all the other employees would always like compliment me and be like, yo, like you make it like so much easier. So like thank you, like just keep doing what you're doing and stuff. And I was cool with everybody. And then it was just like, all right, well your shirt's long, so get out of here. And I was like, all right, whatever, man. Like I had to go in the mornings and like fill up the pickle jars. By the way, kimchi, nastiest smelling thing in the whole world. And yeah, whatever. I'm still salty over that, but it's okay. I wasn't meant to work at a burger place, so I'm not complaining about that. But still, like, it's the dumbest reason to fire someone, especially since I had nothing but like I just don't get it. It was really just the universe was just like, you're not meant to be here right now. You've served your time, so I just had to be let go. I wasn't meant to stay there, but I think it's just the way that it happened. It was like, whatever, man. But after that, boy band happens. That was my third job. Still on tour, yes. We have a show in Oakland tomorrow, and then Seattle right after on the 29th. Give me Kevin's number. I just want to talk. I don't think I have it, unfortunately, but I bet Kevin feels pretty stupid right now. I hope he does, man. No, I don't hope he does. I hope he figured his shit out. He was just like the typical like stuck up like always had something to complain about type guy. What's crazy is this is one of the things that really annoyed me, was so as a busboy, sometimes you have like a table of two, sometimes you have a big family or an extended family, you know? So you have the trays, which are like basically pizzas that you can put like drinks and plates and stuff on and stack everything. The only problem is there's only so much that those can carry. So then you have the bins. And whenever there was a big table, I would go with a bin, the big one, and I would put everything in there, and I would go to the kitchen and bring it back, and like the table would be clear in like 2 or 3 trips. And then I would sweep. But Kevin told us that we had to use the little like the trays to do it, so that those 3 trips or 2 trips become 7 trips, and it's a lot harder to carry, so you're walking slower and you have to like balance. Sometimes you drop it. It's a lot easier to drop. And I was like, and this actually had a huge effect on the amount of customers that were coming in, because there was then a line out the door, and I was like, yo, bro, like I can literally get all this right now. Like, why do I have to keep using these trays? And he was like, it doesn't look professional or whatever. I'm like, bro, like you're trying to run a business. Like you're trying to like, whatever. He's an idiot. Was an idiot. What does Kevin say now that he sees you on TV? I hope he knows. I really hope he knows. I hope it really like irks him. Oh my gosh. Same thing with certain teachers. I remember there was some in school that just weren't very nice to me. They just didn't understand. I don't know, they just didn't understand, and they didn't care to understand. It was more of like, if you're not doing well in my class, then you aren't shit to me. And if you're not doing well, then there's something wrong. But don't get me wrong, I had a lot of teachers that were like really, really nice to me and like really believed in me too. Like I remember my social studies, and there was Dr. Morris and there was Miss B, and both of them, like we had like a joining class. So like it was a pretty big room. Anyways, they were like really, really cool to me, and I remember we would do certain activities where we'd have to present stuff as a group. And sometimes, like, I would be able to rap as the project, so they would always encourage me to do that, and they'd be like, I remember this one time, they're like, there was a fire drill, so we had some time off at the end of the day, and they were like, all right, like, we got to finish this lesson, and then Connor's going to rap for you guys at the end. And I just remember, like, that's just so cool, like, especially, you know, since, you know, a kid like me, like, I wasn't the best in the class, like they always, like, teachers tend to praise the students who are doing, you know, like, the best, or, like, have the A's, or, like, they're like, oh, this person got an A, and, like this is why, and, like, using their students as examples. But the cool thing that they did, whether it was football, whether it was other academic activities, like, they would always find a way to make sure that every student felt like they were doing something important. They would always, like, no matter if it was for school or not. So yeah, I remember they would always show me love, and, like, they had a lot of meetings with my parents. They're like, yo, like, he's good, like he just needs to pass. And I remember they were one of the few teachers that were like, look, I don't care if he gets an A or a B, like, as long as he passes, we know he's gonna be all right. So that meant a lot to me. That was really cool. And my counselor was another one of those people who was like, you just got to get through it, man. Like, I know you got it. I know you're going to do it. Same with, I mean, there are a couple people who were like, There was really one in particular, but I don't really need to talk about him. Yo, what's good, Jamie? Jamie's got some music coming out. Y'all better go stay tuned on his page. Phenomenal artist, singer, amazing. You guys have seen his videos, though. I don't even need to tell you. I had a teacher tell me I wasn't going to graduate high school. I'm currently in my second year of college. Well, there you go. Wasn't this supposed to be quick? Yeah, but I never do that. I have a problem with, Yes, sir. What's the name of the restaurant? There's Dewey's Pizza and B-Spot. Kevin doesn't work there anymore. I went back recently. He doesn't work there anymore, but whatever. It's probably for the best. Hard times MGK. One day, man. See the hair looking fly. Thank you, bro. I'm just trying to get like you. Looking forward to have a conversation with you. I'm waiting for you in Italy. That's incredible. I can't wait to come to Italy. My dad's side of the family is Italian and Irish, and then my mom's side is Native American. I don't know why I had to say that, but yeah, like my grandma's Italian, I think. Yeah. I don't know how authentically Italian she is since she's lived in the United States for a while, but I know that's where the ancestry is from. So you're Italian? I don't know. Like, look, like, I don't know. It's like, I really want to do Ancestry.com just because I'm really curious about that stuff. Because I know, yeah, on my dad's side, it's an Italian-Irish mix from my dad's dad. So my grandpa, his family is like Irish, and then my grandma is mostly Italian. So, and then my mom's side was a Choctaw. That was the tribe. I remember we used to go to like natural history museums, or the Native American museum in Washington D.C. when we lived there, and I learned all about, that, like, how just how it is, I guess. But I wish I'm honestly not as educated as I wish I was. I think as I'm like getting older, I'm more interested in stuff like where I come from and my family and all that stuff.
Wonder if I'll ever know your dad's name or see his face. You will one day. He likes to keep everything secret. Rightfully so. I think it's funny. He's a legend though. He's killing it. And you guys will find out one day, but not today. Do one of those DNA tests. Yeah. I'm not gonna make a Lizzo joke, and I don't want to see any of them in there. Let me see. Was your dad at the DC show? He might have been. His stunt double might have been there. Took a DNA test. Turns out you're 100% talented. All right. I'll let that one slide. When did you start playing ukulele? I think it's like now like a month and maybe a week ago. Something like that. I have a video on my Instagram that's like a timestamp for me, so I can always look at that. But I need to get on my shit. I could be a lot better right now. And I want to start violin lessons again, and I want piano lessons and guitar lessons and saxophone lessons and voice lessons. And really what I'm on right now is I just want to be the best at everything that I'm doing. Let's see. Look at my book right now. I want to see if there's like a verse that I could show you guys. Touch without feel. Fake smiles always hide the real, and we suppress ourselves so we can have a positive appeal. We don't want to play the role, we just look the part, because real emotions take a toll on a speeding heart. It's a reality check, because I ain't proud of me yet. Wish I would walk with confidence, there's so much doubt in my step. Days go by slower, got me counting my breaths. I'm sick of telling everyone I'll be done. I got something I'm writing right now. But I don't want to share it yet because it's not done. But it's really good. And it's kind of like an update on where I am artistically. Yeah, I have this one's really cool. I'm gonna be working on this one like right after tour. Right after tour, I'm going straight to the lab. Like it's really go time for me. Like we're doing our thing now. Like, oh man, we're like after tour, it's straight to the studio for all of us. So we're just all gonna like work on our shit and become the best artists we can be. I'm working on songs right now, but I don't know how to get them out. Well, what I did was, one, you need a microphone, and you need software to record yourself. So where I started was GarageBand, and I got a Blue Yeti microphone, which is a USB microphone. USB is more convenient to start out with for me because you don't have to buy a interface, which connects through another plug called what was that? I don't know. But yeah, I would say USB microphone, and then I would just record and then mix on GarageBand, and I would put it out on SoundCloud, and that's how I did it. So I would say just start, like, look, this is a big problem with artists coming up, because music is so saturated, everyone feels like they have to be at a level that they're not. If you're just starting out, appreciate the fact that you're just starting out and like accept that. You know, don't think that you have to have your music on Spotify or Apple Music or all those things like your first time. Just really get comfortable with learning the music first. And I feel like SoundCloud is a great way to generate, you know, an organic response to your music, because you're just putting it out for free. So it's like the people that gravitate towards it will gravitate towards it. And you know, I see a lot of like people and even influencers, you know, they don't typically do music. They'll just like be like, oh, bam, music video, like blah blah blah. I feel like that's sometimes like that's an incorrect way to go about it. unless you do have that big following. But I think people like organic stuff. They want to see come-ups. They don't want to see it just like, bam, glamorous right off the bat. Everyone wants to feel a part of something. If you become a fan of an artist, you want to be a part of their movement. You want to be there for their journey. You want to see them succeed and be a part of their growth as a person and musically. So it's really important that you start and gain that first group of people at the very beginning of your career. So yeah, start on either SoundCloud or whatever the case. Do videos. Do a lot of videos, because more importantly than anything, you want people to gravitate to you because of your talent. So work on your talent, work on your skill. Whether it's with instruments, one of the things I did was I would find instrumentals on YouTube and I would record a 30-second video of me rapping to it. And that's how I got my first group of fans, and that's how I got the first group of people that started paying attention to me. And on top of that, when I was doing those videos by myself, but then I started doing it in front of people and recording those. And once I did that, that's when there was really attention, because when you see somebody doing it, like if I'm rapping by myself, you only see me, but if I'm rapping and I got like a whole crowd around me, then it's like, oh, like you can see other people. People want to follow a crowd. So if they see that there's something that people are interested in, they're going to go and they're going to want to at least check it out and see and be a part of it. Yeah. For real, I give y'all so many gems. Like, all of y'all could be... I feel like everybody's a genius. But I think that as life goes on, sometimes people we allow people to tell us we aren't, because it's like, I don't know, like Kanye West just did an incredible interview with Big Boy, talking about, what culture is and what we think of as, like, do it for the culture, but like he was saying, like, the culture, like, for hip hop is like, you want to talk about, I got your girl, like, I pull up in a foreign, like say, like, promoting violence and all this other stuff that's like that's like the culture, and it's like it's not the right way to look at it. I think it's really, I respect him a lot because of the fact that he says whatever he wants. And I don't care if, like, I may not agree with some of the stuff he says, but I'm glad he says it, whatever it is. Because if you go into your life planning, trying to think about everything you say, then every conversation is a test, and that can become just, like, terrible and stressful. So you want to go into everything, or how he says it is like, he just speaks his mind, and everyone else has a reaction to it. But the thing is, we need people to speak their mind, no matter what they're saying, if they're right or they're wrong. The thing is, we can't be afraid to be wrong. I like when I'm wrong, because that means that I have a chance to grow now. So if he says something, someone at that level, like, who has that much of an influence, like, regardless of if you agree, it's going to unite people, and it's also going to start a conversation, and it's going to lead somewhere. Now, if, like, if he says nothing, then there's no conversation, So yeah, one of my biggest things is, like, I want to always be able to, I just want to say what's on my mind, and I'll deal with whatever happens after that, whether it's good or bad. It's like a TV show. Like, think of us all as movie characters, It's not like, especially people in the public eye, it's like you're watching this character go through their life, and you're interested in it. So that's why you have such an attachment to it, and that's why people get upset when they're not doing the things that they think they should be doing. But at the end of the day, you're still tuning into the episode, and you're still trying to see what happens next. And usually at the end of every movie, there is that moment of of triumph, and that moment where that character figures it all out, and it's like it comes to a conclusion, you know? So I think that we kind of got to look at not just people like Kanye, but just humans in general like that. Like everyone's fighting their own battles, and we can't expect people in the public eye to be any different just because like we don't agree with something. It's like, yo, nah, dude, like, you don't understand, like we're allowed to really do whatever we want as humans. It's just like this internet thing kind of like steers us and wants to make us feel like we have to act a certain way, talk a certain way, you know, rap a certain way. So yeah, is that your brother and your Abby? Yeah, it is. That's my brother Patrick. Speak the facts. I always do. I only know facts. Favorite songs off his new album? I like the Sella. I'm sorry if I didn't get that. Yo, some of these questions are crazy. Who are you the closet with out of the band? I'm sorry. Dude, those are all my guys. You have to put on a different act because you have fans, but really you should just be yourself. Facts. If everyone was the same, people would be boring. Look, it's all yin and yang. It's all balance. Like, you can't have, like, good day, like, good, bad is good. Good is, like, I wish, like, that's one of my missions is, like, through my music, I want to show people that all the things that happen with us, every ill intention that we have, every bad moment, I have so many moments where I'm in the wrong, but when I'm in the wrong, I'm checked by the universe. I'm checked, and when I'm wrong and I'm doing something bad, it's like, that doesn't lead me to happiness. So it's like I run into a wall every time I either have a bad intention or make a bad decision, and it has a chain reaction. So, and when it has a chain reaction and all these things happen, then I'm like, okay, well, clearly that wasn't the right thing to either say or do, but I'm not going to take it back. I'm not going to apologize for saying it, like, because I'm, you know, that had to happen for me to get to where I am right now. And in each person's life, every single human being, I feel like people think that people in the public are the only ones who make mistakes. You know what I mean? A lot of the times, like, there's a lot of, like, hypocrisy just online of people thinking that, oh, like, this person made a mistake, like that, like, takes away their right to be where they are, or like the whole cancel culture is like, first of all, it doesn't even work. You can't cancel a fucking person. Like, you can't. And that shit is just like I will never understand why people feel the need to disrespect somebody so much in order to prove a point, I guess. Doesn't even matter what they do. I don't think you should ever cancel a person. Like, that shit's so fucking dumb. Like, it's all about lessons. It's all about growth. So, yeah, like we gotta have like, where's compassion culture at? Like, what the fuck? Like, we need to lift each other up. If someone's in the wrong, we need to, as brothers and sisters on this earth, we gotta reach out and be respectful about it and try to lead each other to individual greatness. There's a way to educate someone without coming at their neck. Exactly. If you try to go at somebody disrespectfully, aggressively, with anger, with ill intention or malice, you're not going to get a good result. You can't fight bad with bad. And I don't think people understand that. It's like someone does something and your immediate reaction is to go tear them down. It's like, nah, like, you don't need to do that. Like, that's not going to get you anywhere. That actually puts you in a bad position because now you're putting bad energy out into the universe. And that's not good on your karma. So, yeah. Say it louder. I can't. I can't express this enough, man. Because, just, yeah, man.
How you deal with stress and anxiety? I write, and that's the truth. I write. Yesterday I was actually feeling really stressed out and frustrated, so I wrote. I think it was like this one right here, or it was one of these. But I always write like big paragraphs, and I just say everything that I'm feeling, whether it's good, bad, fucked up, disrespectful. I just write it down because this book is only for me. So if I'm able to see my thoughts and I'm able to like look at it and be like, okay, this is like what I'm feeling, then I can make a judgment on what I want to keep or not. Because it's, as long as it's in here and not out into the world, it's a more appropriate and I feel like mature way of dealing with, you know, my emotions and my either stress or anxiety, or if I'm mad at somebody, I write about it in here. And I say everything that I'm thinking, because sometimes we're afraid of either being like too mean or whatever. But if it's only for you, then it's healthy, you know? Like we can't be afraid of the things that we're feeling. And if we are, then we get frustrated at ourselves while we're frustrated at the other person. So first of all, you got to be good with yourself. So write down, get your shit out, and feel just like at one with you. And once you can do that, then your glass will be full, other people, you know. Like, yo, if like, let's say I just got fired by Kevin, like just now. I would go to the book and I'd be like, fuck Kevin. Like, I'd be like, yo, I may say, like, I hate him. I may say whatever originally comes to my head, if I'm feeling that at the time. But towards the end of it, I may not hate Kevin so much, if that makes sense. Because I get it out and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. And you guys saw even when I was talking out loud, I'm like, at the end, I'm like, well, I wasn't meant to do that. It wasn't supposed to be like that. So even though I had that initial anger and that initial, like, frustration towards this person and this situation, I found a way towards the end to make it, like, to reason with it and understand why it happened. And that's really what it is understanding where we're at and why the things in our life are happening. So once you can do that, you're good, and you don't get as mad, you know? By the way, my sister made these pants, and they're kind of crazy, and I love them. So shout out to Caitlin. I'm going to post a picture in them. But yeah. Yo, I gotta pee really bad, and I gotta be downstairs soon, so I'm gonna see you guys later, but I hope you enjoyed this live. I hope you understand what I'm saying, and I hope you guys can apply it to your lives as well, because it's really helped me a lot. And if it doesn't help you, like, that's cool, but it probably will. Just saying, don't knock it. Yeah, love you guys. Peace. I'm gonna go pee.